Hey, everybody. What's going on? Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I sure apologize.
No.
I sure apologize. How everybody doing? Hey, Roshandra, what's going on? How you doing, girl? All right. Let's get this thing going. Amen, y'all. All right. Trying to add myself. Oh, I ain't even got my day. I ain't even got my camera on, y'all. Hold on. Wait a minute now. I'm not even ready. Okay, here we go. All right, I apologize. I'm never ready, y'all. I don't know what my problem is. I'm gonna do better for 2025 with being more organized.
No.
Okay. Get rid of this music here. All right. Hey, Moochie, I see you here. I heard you knocking on the door. I heard Moochie ringing the doorbell, banging on the door.
So I gotta send you the damn doorbell. I keep forgetting to do that shit.
Oh, wait a minute. Why am I this volume down so low? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I said, I know. I thought I heard somebody banging and knocking, looking through the windows and looking through the curtain and say, I'm here. I'm here. I heard you. And then I see Toya driving up in the driveway right here.
What's going on?
Put your car in park.
Yeah, put the car in park. You know what I'm saying? Take off your shoes and relax your feet. Come on over to my place. Come on over to my place. I'm sorry, y'all. I wish we could play music on here because I would be on here jamming on this thing. That's why I got to get my rumble going.
Inga, you in a good mood this evening.
I don't know why. I ain't like I had no drink or no smoking or nothing. I just feel I got Tupac across my chest. So, got my boy here. Yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood today. I am. Yeah. So, but this story is not a good story to be in no good mood for. This is no winners in this story. Okay. This is not a happy ending at all. No happy ending at all. I mean, it's a tragedy. It's a tragic story. This is really a cautionary tale for other people, like athletes and people don't. It's just to be careful with that getting hit in the head and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, wait a minute. Did they make some changes on this StreamYard thing?
Yeah, because that's how I couldn't find the thing where I remember last night I couldn't find the thing where you show your names. It took me a couple of minutes to find that joker.
Okay, because I was like, I know someone was looking different on here. Okay, whatever. They're always doing something. Yeah, it's this thing is definitely tragic. It's definitely tragic. I don't even know what more to say about it. But I will say I have to give this whole series, limited series, a 10. It was good to me.
Oh yeah,
it was good. I mean, even though like we all said every episode, we know the story. We saw all the documentaries, the made for TV movie, everything. We saw everything. We saw when it was going on in real time. But even watching it again, it just brings up all the stuff. And oh, wait a minute. I just see somebody get off the bus and walk up my doorstep. Oh, they ain't got it.
Go ahead. Hey, Tamika.
Hey, what's going on, girl? What is happening today? You look cute.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so, well, Tamika, I just said, I don't know if you heard in the background where I was saying that this is a tragic story. There's no winners in this story, even though we enjoyed it as consumers watching it. But if you're going through it, this is not a good story. There's Yeah. What you think about?
Yeah, I feel like it's no winners in this. It's a sad story all around and a bunch of losses.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was sitting there thinking, like, all right, well, is there any kind of happy end? Is it any kind of redemption or anything? No, I can't find nothing. I
No.
can't find nothing. I don't know. It's a mess. It is a mess. Well, we all know what went down with this thing,
Mm-hmm.
but oh wait a minute. Okay, yeah. Now my thing trying to pull a Tamika and freeze up on me. Okay. So, here we go. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna change the give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna change
Oh,
the way this thing look. Okay. Yeah, y'all, this was I mean, it opens up how it ended. You know what I mean? When they opened up his brain, y'all, I just like, Lord, I know this is what the doctors have to do, scientists, they do this, research people, they do this. I don't know if I could do it because that's not my ministry is to be a surgeon or anybody cutting up the heart and the brain and all that. I
Yeah.
just couldn't do it, you know. I mean, I wasn't freaked out by it because I know this is just television, but in real
Yeah.
life, I don't know if I could saw somebody's head open, and take their
Mm-hmm.
brain
oh,
out. Mm.
that was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
But
and
I
we know
felt like it was
going.
necessary though.
It was necessary. We know this goes on every day, so this is not like something unheard of. It's just that it was hard to see. Yeah, but it was definitely necessary in his case. Um, and when she said, oh my, what did she say? Oh my goodness, or something. She made a
Hmm.
comment or something. I can't remember how she said it, but she
Mm-hmm.
obviously she knew how bad it was. And then, does anybody know, Tori? Are you familiar with this sports radio station,
Um,
whatever it is?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm
I
not
know
sure.
it's one in Boston. This is a sports radio thing in Boston that
That's probably what it is.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
So it's not like one of those big ones that's nationally known everywhere.
No.
Oh, well, see, I don't listen to sports radio, so it could be nationally known or like on XM radio or something, and I don't know. So,
Hmm.
hey, Miss T, um, well, these guys, I mean, they ain't have no, they ain't got no sympathy. They were clowning him. I think they were even comparing him to OJ.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they had no sympathy, and I can understand. It's hard to have sympathy, and then here we got the cousin Tanya. Now she now you can see she
Yeah,
going through it.
it's really taking a toll because this
Yeah,
time she
this
ain't got
at
no
the end for
eyebrows.
her. Yeah, this is at the end for her. Look like she probably did chemo or something like that. And it's at the end for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she did say she regret not protecting him. She owned up to that.
Right.
She felt like
Right.
she could have protected him more. I was glad that she owned up to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I
say
feel like
that.
this is his last person that's really leaving him, that was really in his corner, that didn't want something in return constantly.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I don't know if she wanted something or not, but she definitely she was problematic though. I mean,
Oh
she didn't protect him.
she didn't, but I said she owned up to it.
Oh yeah, most definitely she owned up to it. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm not even sure he understood that she was, on her way out the door.
Well, he said he wasn't ready for her to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have those conversations. So,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
I
Yeah,
felt,
I
I felt,
think this is the last we see of her too, right? We didn't see her
yeah,
no more
Yeah,
after that.
you didn't see her anymore after that.
we should have saw when she testified, though.
They didn't show that. I know. In the documentary you see it, but yeah, they didn't show that. Um oh, hey Sally. What's going on? Um This is this here when he was in the that's what they call like the mess hall or the wherever the rec room,
Yeah.
rec area, wherever they call it, and they all sitting around clowning and talking, and then you got this fool in the back. It's always got to be one, you
Oh, he
know.
pissed me off. This guy. He just was jealous,
Mhm.
like a crab in the barrel, jealous dude.
Right.
He was mad that he you know he just seemed like he wanted to taunt him.
Right.
Because they went into the topic of like basketball and because they was talking about football, like his style playing football, and then it went into the topic of basketball. He just wanted to have a reason to see if he could one up him in something. He knew he couldn't get him in football clearly, but he wanted to see if he could one up him in something that he was good at and that he didn't know if Aaron was good at either.
Right.
What's up,
Hey,
Detroit?
Detroit. Hey.
What's good? What's good, people?
Oh,
What's going on with you?
Not much, man. Just sad about my brother Vic. He gone, man.
Oh well, we'll talk about that tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
What up, Moochie? What's up, birthday
hey,
girl?
how are you?
How you doing? What up, Tamika?
Thanks for the shout out and thanks for the birthday.
No. How you doing, Tamika? What's good, Torian?
What's going on? We missed you last night.
Man, I was busy last night. I wish I could
know.
come on there, man, but man, this I almost turned this series off because it was just sad, man.
Yeah,
I was in a good mood, and then I just turned this on like last week, and they just brought me down. I had to turn it off for a minute. I can't. I'm like, damn, man.
What was the most crushing part to you, Detroit?
They was never married, but I'm gonna say his girlfriend, fiance, you know, and that her sister would never probably be cool again because she took her fiance side over her sister side. That was the crazy.
Yeah. That's exactly what we all talked about last night. I mean, we said the same thing. That regardless, me and Tamika was both on I think all of us was on the same page with this.
All of us was on the same page.
All of us was on same page because it was just too. It was like if it was something else, then maybe I'd be your ride or die. But this was you're talking about unaliving folks. This was something totally different, and it's like unnecessary. It was just.
That wasn't what he did to that guy was unacceptable.
Yes.
Can't no excuses around it, even though her boyfriend, I mean, well, not her boyfriend, her husband, you know what I mean? He kind of did it to himself. Like when you go home, like you ain't had to say everything. You could have been like, man, this dude crazy. You know what I mean? We were just smoking and drinking, and that's it.
But we don't know what he said. You know, well, we talked about that
really
last night, so we don't know. He might. Aaron was delusional. He was, you know, this CTE affected him so bad, and he's high on the stuff. So and drinking, all of the combination of all that. I think he was just paranoid. So it's like I'm thinking you saying something, Detroit, but actually you ain't even say that. You know, that's how it is.
Right,
I think
right.
I don't think
and that happened in this episode a couple of times.
Right, it happened. It happened right here in this right in this part right here. He was looking up at the ceiling, thinking that the noise of the
he was asking
lights do make a lot of noise though. They make that humming noise.
They do, but it showed on they show from Aaron's perspective, it sounded like a humming noise. But when the lawyers look up, it wasn't nothing going on.
But he had a concussion though. Like when they say you got CTE/concussion, you ever saw a football player that always got glasses on? It's not because he blind, it's because the fact that
bright lights.
Because of the bright lights and stuff like that. And that you know, every football, I hate to say this, but most of the running backs and stuff like that, in the 90s running backs, 80 running backs, they normally have them glasses that light affect them. Them concussions, it do you in. And that's what it was.
And this was years of it, Detroit. This was going on since he was a little boy. It wasn't just happening in NFL or even in college. It's going on for a very long time, and it just got worse over the years.
I don't know how it was happening when he was in like in middle school because they don't really hit that hard. Because I don't play little league football. That had to happen like in high school.
Well, maybe high school. Okay, let's just say high school. To that's still long enough time between high school to him being in the NFL and hit after hit after hit. Remember, we saw
maybe all of it didn't come from football. Allegedly, his daddy was bopping them.
Exactly. And I'm glad Detroit is here. Because I'm glad Detroit is here because Detroit, when we went back to episode 1 or 2 at the beginning, and you were saying, "Oh, the father was a good dad," and this, that, and the third. I'm like, no, I've been going down my rabbit hole. The brother wrote a book about their life. The father used to bop them upside their head. They said they went to school with black eyes.
But
so the father wasn't no good dude either.
Let me ask you a question. I'm just asking, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. When I was when I was bad or whatever like that, now it wasn't cool. I would never do that to my kids, but my mother used to whip me with a extension cord. Is that cool?
No. I mean, my dad used to whip me with belts and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I got switch.
Yeah, we all got. I'm pretty sure
I've had switch from outside. Yeah, I had bad whip.
Me first. I was a runner. You had to catch me.
I thought to be a runner too when that's stitch cord.
I'll be doing all the back and forth like I'm shaking them and everything. You got to catch me.
That's all the stuff they used to do. The older parents.
No, whipping it. Okay, when we said spankings and whippings, whatever, they saying he was punching them in. My father ain't never punched me in my eyes and stuff like that, like beating me up like that. I got whippings though.
I saw my cousin get smacked up the head with a frying pan. You know what I mean? Because she was mouthing up to her mama. So I'm not condoning that, but back then the parents. I mean, I hate to say this, but that type of whooping is one of the reasons why we none of us on this panel was in jail or in prison. Because
this is true, but I think
this is in between whippings and abuse. That's two different things.
I hear what you're saying, but think about it. When I'm not condoning this, but when you do something, when I got a whooping one time. And when I went back to school, I thought about it before I did because I thought about that extension cord.
Yeah,
it's not only the spankings though. He was practicing with his father, so that means he taking hits like that, practicing, and he's practicing with the team. Remember, the father had them working out.
And also remember, he was also being abused in another way by his uncle.
Yeah. I'm not condoning the dad.
Yeah, I think the mother and the father both trashed. Aaron and the brother, neither one of them had a chance. Their childhood was just messed up from the beginning. So it's that's why I said this is a tragic story. There's no winners. Nobody won in this story.
Can I comment on this lawyer though? This one right here.
Oh yeah. So let's stick with the right here. So the lawyer, he's the Latino lawyer, that's also the lawyer that was with Casey Anthony. That
ironically, we talked about her last night.
And I'm going to do a thing on her.
You got to watch that documentary too on Peacock. Pretty good.
Yeah. I've seen many documentaries on her and those made for TV movies and stuff that they did on. I can't stand her.
Actually, if he would have had this lawyer, he probably would have never. Hey, I hate to say this. I hope nobody get mad at me, but if he would have had this guy, he would have never did no time.
I think so. I think if he had him, he wouldn't have did time for Odin Glade. Because even though it was no weapon.
Exactly, they had no proof or nothing. He
didn't provide reasonable doubt.
That's
everything pointed at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and can I say one thing though, Moochie? Now, another thing, if the lawyer would have knew, he even said in the documentary too. He said the one thing he wished that he could have did is got Aaron Hernandez checked out for CTE. If he was able to do that, he would have been able to get him up out of jail.
You can't get checked for CTE until you're gone.
Yeah,
you can't check it in while you're alive. Your brain has to be not gone, before they can check. So
But they can check
some. They can probably go see a psychiatrist or something.
they can see how many times not in today's football. They can see how many times you have been like how many concussions you had, and they can kind of see, you know what I mean, like, do you need to really be playing football like this guy Tua, right? He had like at least about 6 concussions, and that's just not including when he did in high school, I mean in college. And that's why a lot of people say, hey yo man, you might have to give it up because you might have this guy might have CTE right now.
Who?
Tua, he's a quarterback from the Dolphins. He had
I know who you're talking about.
he
Yeah.
had like he had like 6 concussions. He had like 3 concussions, and when he played for Alabama,
I saw a younger kid's helmet. This was today. They showed it on TikTok, and it was his first day of practice, and the paint was scraped off of it. So I know he was taking blows to the head. That kid.
mm-hmm.
See, and that's how it starts in the beginning of that, and then it's like they hype with that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gladiator sport.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
It's a gladiator sport. Like this lawyer could have been able to get him out, man.
I think so. People wouldn't have been happy about it, but
I wouldn't have been happy either. No, I wouldn't have been happy. I'm sorry. I know that.
You know what's so crazy? Maybe it's a good thing.
Toria said it last night. He really is the villain in this.
Maybe it's a good thing they didn't, because somebody out there on the street would have been trying to look for him. Someone would have put a hit on him. Because the thing is, the people started to like really hate him. So
yeah.
Like, so he really had no place to go, and then something else came out where we ain't get that far yet. But I'll let you get work.
He was not going to get baby to get back, even if he. This is say the what ifs. He gotten off, walked away, whatever. He would have not been able to just go and live his life or go back on another team and anything like that. His life would have been over.
His football career would have. I mean, I'm gonna say this. Who's to say it would have been nowhere? Because the in the NBA, yes. In the NFL, Jerry Jones would have picked him up. The NFL don't care about.
They would have picked him back up. Somebody would have picked him up because he what was I gonna say? Let's say if he would have got off, right? If he would have got off, the only reason why he got kicked off was because he was charged for a crime.
Exactly.
He was acquitted, so it could probably be a chance of him coming back.
He would have.
I'm trying to figure, did that happen to the Nets player when he had the whole incident at his house? And I think they let him come back and play ball.
Yes, they did. In the football, I love the NFL football. Trust me. The way, I hate to say this, but the NFL don't care. It's not a liberal sport. It's conservative.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't
that is
care.
very true. They're all about money. They're all about money.
They're all about money. They believe if you are innocent in court, they would have Jerry Jones or somebody would have picked them up. They would have probably had to wait a year to get reinstated by the NFL. But as soon as he would have got it reinstated, he would have did his little workout, proved that he still could play football. He would have been on the team with a cheap contract.
Yeah, maybe. You probably right.
They didn't did
or could have went to Canada and played.
I'm telling you, Inga, he would have been right on that football field. Hell, the Patriots probably would have scooped him up again. Like, okay, he didn't do it, and they would have waited for about a good 8 months. They would have picked him up again. I'm telling you, this what they would have did.
Yes, Miss T. They dropped him the moment that they arrested him. Same day they arrested him, they dropped him
real quick in real life. Like I was like, damn, they ain't even wait around.
No, snatched his name down, pictures down, scrubbed him off the websites and everything. He was out of here. Yeah. Well, they told him in the last scene that we need to have your family there for this trial, and he said, I'm gonna call my mother, and then the mother. This is why I got the flames going, because the mother needs to go in the middle of this inferno right here, because she was like,
trash.
No, she not going, and she said, we not going. The brother can't get a job, and he's in Texas trying to work, and the mother talking about we're not gonna let you disrupt our life again, and I'm like.
She is selfish.
And it was
like, he can't get a job because of you.
Yeah, and she made it all about her.
Listen, mama is
Yeah.
trash, but guess what? I ain't going either. I mean, at the end of the day, she failed him anyway. She didn't do nothing for him his whole life. So what's the point of coming to play a role now at the end of the damn road?
Right. What she say? She said that's all I wanted was for you to need me or whatever, something like, you know. Or
and this is also the moment right here where he had one of his episodes when he was talking to him.
Yeah.
Because he looked back at them and said, "Shut the F up," and they was
nobody was even talking. Yeah,
talking.
nobody was even talking. They looking like, what is he talking about? Yeah. So
I was wondering what was he talking about. I was looking at that like, is he okay? Like, who's talking to him?
But he's not okay. I mean, he's not okay. Like,
but also going back to the light part. I don't know if you have that in your pictures, but remember it was a part and when he was inside of the cell and he had took the red shirt and covered up that light to dim it so it wouldn't be so bright in the room.
Oh yeah, I didn't take the picture of that, but I remember that. Yes, that
was one of the things that the doctor warned them about. Remember, they said the bright lights, the TV. He needs to stay away from the TV, the bright lights, the drugs.
Yeah, because even when I get migraines, I can't take the lights in the TV, so I can't even imagine you got concussions and CTE. Like, hell no.
Drugs. Stay away from them drugs.
Yeah, I mean, but he was doing it all, and you know, so he goes, and this dude with the do-rag, he was a clown, a bozo. He's just trying to show off for the other guys in the jails, you know.
Yeah, I didn't like him.
Nah,
that's when they was playing in there. He was getting the best of Aaron, and then he felt disrespected, and Aaron like pulled an NFL move on him and knocked him down, and then he went in, and then all of a sudden the guard came from behind with that baton and clapped him back in the back of his head.
Oh yes, and that made it worse again. Yeah.
That was like the equivalent of him getting hit again on the field.
Yeah, when he got hit in the back of the head with the billy club.
Right. It just made it worse again. They said basketball wasn't his sport. No, I mean, but you can't play football in the prisons. I know about.
But he actually did play basketball though. That's the crazy part. Well, football.
Oh yeah, that's right. Remember the scene when the mother showed up fighting in the gym? Yeah, that's right. He was playing basketball. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, he did. But his mom was just messed up though, y'all. That's the reason why he can't focus on anything. So go ahead with your question.
Can I ask you a question? I gotta be honest. You know, great. This was a great. I don't want to say great. This was a good series. I actually thought they rushed it. Like honestly, it didn't happen that soon. Like
we talked about this yesterday.
A lot of stuff had to happen before they even arrested this guy. He still was playing football. No, man. I was mad at that.
No, they did, but we only got 10 episodes. It wasn't like we got a long, you know, like they doing a part 1, part 2 or something.
But they
could have done this in 2 parts, but
they could have did it in 2 parts though, and then they wasted a lot of like them sex scenes they was doing that stuff. Some of that stuff was not even needed though. They wasted a lot of stuff with that.
Yeah, we mentioned all that yesterday. We talked the same thing you're saying. We had the same thoughts. Everybody in the chat too said
episode 10 today. I'm like, dang, like this happened. I'm like, we just in court.
Well, okay, if you go back and remember the OJ one, the People versus OJ Simpson, that initial whole thing was more than a year. They so we only got 10 episodes. Detroit, so we gotta squeeze
they did
a whole bunch of stuff in, you know.
But OJ versus the People did way better than this because they made you feel like they wasn't rushing.
No, and they got all the key parts here. They spent too much time on. Okay, I'm not saying we shouldn't see the sex scene or I mean the gay scene, whatever about his life. That's part of his life. If that's who he is, that's who
allegedly,
he is.
we don't really know that though. But they spent too much. I know more about his sex life than I know about the court case because that court summon I watched that on ESPN.
I believe that he was, but however, I don't think we needed to see a whole half of an episode on it. Like it was one episode that was like half the episode when he went to Cabo with the guy went to Mexico. That was just drawn out too long, you know.
That's what I'm saying. That we didn't get the court case was okay, it had like it happened in one day. He got convicted. It didn't work like that, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it is. This is what we.
Yeah,
This is
he
what they.
is.
I mean, but this is what they gave us. I mean, we got to go by what they gave us. So
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
just saying though, because I like to call it down the middle because I noticed not saying us, but a lot of people be trashing Tyler Perry shows and a lot of black shows and stuff like this. But when shows like this, they don't give them no pushback. I'm gonna give them pushback because this was the
It's
pacing
not
of
the,
that
and
was
it's not the
horrible.
first, and it's not the first time Ryan Murphy has done stuff like this with his shows, especially since he is a man in the academy himself. This man has been known to put this stuff in everything that he does for the most part. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
and extra
it's gonna be
too in it.
it's gonna be sprinkled in there somewhere. I mean, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, with Jeffrey Dahmer,
oh, when
we
the
already knew.
Menendez, I mean, you know,
We,
they was all in that too. So
But we know with Dahmer, we know he was in it. We know about him.
with Donald, that was a fact. That's not alleged.
Yeah,
that was
I
Oh yeah,
know.
that's definitely a fact with him.
But I know about that. But I remember when I was looking at like when people was coming out about it, that you had people that was in that community that was upset about it because they were portraying, with Jeffrey Dahmer, because he's a serial killer who happened to be a gay man. I'm like, why are you upset about it? He was a serial killer who was a gay man.
Yeah, it's nothing to be upset about. I mean, I remember that case
as long as you don't feel like he's a representative of you, then you should not be worried.
And I'm not mad at AT. I'm not mad that they put that in there because me personally, I just don't believe it or whatever like that. Some of the things they was putting in there, but they wasted so much time doing that. But then they ain't spend no time with the court case because this court case wasn't no 2 weeks. Hell, it wasn't even a month.
No.
Like I don't understand what was the point of giving it. Like they could have gave us more about the court case. They wasted time worried about this man's personal life that don't have nothing to really do with his story.
And then you also got to think too that this was on FX, not Netflix.
Exactly.
If this was on Netflix, it probably would have been dealt with a little bit differently. But
they still would have had only about 8 to 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I know that, but FX ran a little bit different because Netflix is streaming. FX is a cable.
It's still a cable because they got commercials. So they still got the I don't know, but
Netflix would have definitely did it different because Netflix would have wasted. They would have wasted none of all that.
Well, HBO or something like that. It could have been on HBO. Yeah. Well, I still liked it though. I mean, I'm not complaining about it. I still like this. Yeah.
Hold on,
Let me
go back, Inga.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Can you go back to the last one, Inga?
Yeah.
There we go.
This part was kind of funny though. When he had to go get his haircut by the guy, and he said he was like, I forgot what he had said. I forgot what he had
said.
Told
find you another knuckle to cut your
That's
hair.
right. That's right.
Hey, Tamika, I thought
if you got a problem,
I thought this was Uncle Clifford, man.
If you got a problem,
I said, why they got this nigga
You know something? I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of did too a little bit for a quick second. I did too. I had to look through. Yeah, I did too for a second.
If you got a problem, find someone.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what you gonna do? You need to get your hair cut for court. So what you gonna do? So he going back. So that he go them guys again. These radio guys and. They just don't give it. Then they clowning him. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm going too fast.
You can tell like those are more like you can tell those are like conservative.
I was just about to say that.
That's literally they remind me of like
Alex Jones type of style.
Yeah, like Alex Jones. Yeah, like them or Jason Whitlock.
Yeah.
So now this guy wasn't it Sherrod coming to testify. And his eye all tore up. He blind in one eye.
He got a glass eye.
He got the Terry eye.
Right. Yeah. He looked crazy. And
they ate him up in court. That was easy money, bro.
But you know something? But this is why Aaron won this case. That's why he won this one. Because of Sherrod. Sherrod lost the case. Yeah, he lost the case. Because how are you gonna I saw the real footage of this. And the real guy, he was going back and forth with the lawyer. He getting outraged and just being smart in the mouth. And
Once he
how you
started
think?
cussing and stuff, it was a wrap.
Yeah, it was a wrap. Yeah, it was a wrap.
And he didn't say that he did it until after he got up. Did that really happen? Because I can't remember that part.
That never
I
happened.
do remember
That
him
never happened.
testifying. I said, "Oh, they being dramatical now with this part."
Right.
No, I don't think
just
they've been
say that.
dramatic because I think it he was he did get into verbal back and forth with the
Oh,
lawyer.
I know that. I'm talking about the standing up and you did
know
this
that
to
TV.
me. That
Oh,
part.
I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'll go down my I'll go back
Yeah.
down to the rabbit hole and look and see.
To answer Sally's question, no, that's not him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Sally.
No, that wasn't him. Yeah,
They
He
didn't.
never had one.
I'm glad they ain't
Right.
show it. We ain't need to see it. We got the gist of it. We
You know
got.
why?
We
I'm gonna tell you
understand.
why. I'm gonna tell you why, and I'm gonna say something about this. You know why we never seen him? Because it was no such thing as a prison boo. Because they
Okay.
made that up on that man. Now, if you want to say the man is sus, I'm not here to debate that. He probably was, but even though the man is a dirtbag to certain people, you know what I mean? Because some people probably don't really care. But he's a dirtbag. Don't be putting no extra salt on this man's name because the man no longer here. He never had a prison boo. They just sit there and made that up to make that man look worse.
Yeah, I think
Hey,
I
B.
believe the
Will.
Patriots was spinning that nonsense.
Exactly. They
I
put
don't
that
know.
narrative out like that. That
I
never
might have to
happened.
disagree with y'all.
They part of the media. I don't
I
care. The
understand.
NFL is gonna take whatever focus off of
Thank you,
that
Moochie.
CTE as possible.
Thank
And that's
you.
why they kept focusing on
I agree with that part, but that doesn't mean the man wasn't gay. I
No,
think
I
he
didn't
was just
say
in
that.
denial about it, and it's okay. We
I
can move
didn't
on
say
from
I
it.
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I was just saying.
I said he might have been sus, but I said he never had a prison boo. That never happened. Like I
mean, I can't say I wasn't in the jail, so I'm not gonna say it didn't happen.
So let me ask you a question. Why haven't he came out and said anything right now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We just never heard from the person. I don't know.
Because you know why we ain't never heard from the person? Because it don't exist. Because in today's age, if you sit there and get money off you can come like, that's my pause. But if he say that's his boo, he can actually get money and make him a docu-series and get money off this man.
Well, we see the other guy is the one from high school.
Exactly, Moochie. Why he got about 5 documentaries out. Why
he traveling the whole circuit?
Oh yeah, we're gonna move on from the boo thing. Tamika gonna have to get off here shortly. We're spending too much time on the gay stuff. Let's move on, y'all.
Hold on. My Scorpio sister Moochie already know what it is because if I don't see it, for me, my brain, if I don't see the person coming out and complaining about this, why even bring this on the show and why put this on this man? The man is no longer here. He's a dirtbag. But don't be putting extra salt on this man's name because y'all want to hit the narrative of the gay community. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's just fair. Right. That's fair game. Same thing they do for O.J. Simpson, right? They put all this fake narrative about this man. This man is O.J. is innocent, and they still say this man killed. I mean, I don't want to say killed. He unalived his wife. Don't they do that, Inga?
Yeah, and I never was for that. I was always on OJ's side. Yeah, on this one. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Fair is fair. That's
I think OJ is a dirtbag as far. I do think he was abusive, because or whatever like that. But I don't think he,
Yeah, me and you. I'm just saying fair is fair.
I ain't saying he's no perfect man. I ain't gonna
no, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
But I do think that I don't think he did what they said he did. So
me neither.
I agree.
Yeah.
Fair is fair.
Right. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. I don't
just like they
know.
do Michael Jackson. The man no longer.
Oh no, I would fight anybody who tried to talk bad about Michael Jackson. Okay,
we would be fighting to a lot of people. You notice this, guys. Every time somebody, if they bad or good, and if they not here to defend themselves, they put the fake narrative about what they did. It's not fair to do that. If you like them or not, it's not fair.
No, it's not fair. But they but two things can be true, like RC said. I agree with that. Let's get back to let's get back to the case. So this the family of one of them people that there was them guys was in that car.
In the car.
Yeah, and I feel bad for those families. Like Odin's family and this guy. I feel bad because the family's not getting no justice at all. So
I don't feel bad for them.
Oh, you don't feel bad for the victim? No, I'm gonna tell you why, because you don't know the story, Moochie. They was bad people too.
They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people too. They was bad people They was unaliving people. Them dudes, they don't want to tell that story, but them in that documentary, go look at the documentary. Them two dudes that Aaron Hernandez was, was beefing with. Them dudes, I'm gonna say allegedly.
Which one? The ones that was running with him, that was coming to like his boys?
No,
Not
the one we talking about the ones that
Hey, EJ.
the ones in the
Yeah.
club, right? That the ones he unalived that was in that club, right? The first one he
Yeah. The two guys in the car. Mhm.
Yeah, the two guys in the car, they wasn't innocent. They was in the streets too. They was in the streets.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm just calling it fair. I'm not saying that he should have did that, but if you in the streets doing the same thing he would do, why would I feel sorry for you? Because you took a person's life too.
Yeah, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Exactly. And I'm not making excuses, so I don't feel sorry for her. For her family. Just I'm just sorry. I'm not.
Okay. Well, this is we kind of mentioned it. This guy was going back and forth with this lawyer, and what's his name again? Tamika, Jose something another. What's his name? Chavez or something like that. What's his name?
Yeah, Chavez. I know his last name was Chavez.
Yeah, I don't like him anyway. Just because
he knew what he was doing.
Because he helped Anthony Casey, I don't like him. So
he was gaslighting him, and he knew exactly what he was doing, and it worked. Because
it did work.
Because Sherrod got off his square and got off that stand, looked like he wanted to hit him, but it was so funny because the bailiff was trying to. He said, "Get the F off me." he was popping off up there.
I'm surprised his eye ain't come. I'm surprised his eye ain't drop off, man. He was tight, man.
Okay, wait a minute, Detroit. EJ finally agreed with you on something.
Oh, what's up, EJ? Thank you.
Okay, and this all happened 7 years ago, to be exact.
It was 7 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah. But this Sherrod, Sherrod, or whatever his name, he lost the case. He's the reason why they lost the case. Otherwise, Aaron probably would have got those charges put on him too.
Hold on,
but
let me put. I want to push Inga's button right quick. You said you don't like the lawyer
because if I was needing a lawyer for a murder case or something, then yeah, I'll get him. He's gonna help get me off. Okay. But because he helped Casey Anthony get off, that's why I don't like him.
I'm not gonna say I don't like him, but that's his job.
I understand, but I wanted that lady to get something because of what she did to her daughter. Yeah, okay,
blame the juror more than anything.
Yeah, I wanted her to get thrown under the prison.
That baby,
but he got her off, and he did his job. He did do his job, but that doesn't mean I liked him. Okay, I didn't like the lawyers that got off George Zimmerman. They could be great lawyers, but I don't like him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So,
and it was at this moment when he knew he was not getting out. This was it.
Oh, yeah, okay. So this is when they talked to him about the defense. Oh no, they're the defense, right? The prosecution. Yeah. Prosecution got information of the times he was with Chris in Cabo, Mexico. They got receipts because this fool probably put it on his credit card. You know what I'm saying?
Did.
Why would you put that kind of thing on instead of paying cash or find
even if you pay
something doesn't leave a paper trail?
Something don't leave a paper trail. Yeah, you gonna put it on your credit. Use a fake name or something. Get somebody else to put it in their name. But yeah, you put it in your name, and then so they was able to get that. Now, this is the only question I couldn't remember from the court case, the real court case. Did this guy give this information to the prosecution, or did the prosecution did their investigation and dug it up?
He didn't give it to him. They dug that up. They
dug it up. Okay, I wasn't sure if he did it. Yeah.
What happened was the detectives found all of that out when they was doing the Odin Lloyd case, and they actually came to Cheyenne about it, so she knew about it from then.
Yeah, but she was in denial too. Yeah. And I agree with Miss T. He's more upset about people finding out that he is gay than about unaliving people, you know. So
Allegedly.
allegedly, allegedly.
I'm
I
just saying, man. You know how YouTube is not there. Allegedly, disclaimer for this boy. I'm
yeah,
just messing
yeah,
with you.
yeah. No, you right, because I mean, this the people's family is still
Right?
around, and we
Yeah.
could get sued or something like that. They ain't gonna get nothing from me. So what they, you know, what y'all want? Y'all want my ginger snap wig? You ain't, because I ain't got nothing. I mean, I ain't got
Yeah,
nothing. So
damn
you can
sure ain't
sue.
get a damn thing for nobody
Yeah, I
for
mean,
that.
they can come over here and try to put some paperwork if they want to. I ain't got nothing. But I say allegedly, because you're right, I wasn't there and I ain't see with my own eyes, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm going by what they tell us
Hey, the
on the show.
Hernandez
So.
family, they saying this on the TV show. They got your man, so they got my man looking bad. I'm trying to put the cape on for him just a little bit because he was looking bad over here. But they had this man sexting in another country.
Just
Like
yeah, I
that's
know,
what,
I know. Well, he goes. So the lawyer now tells Cheyenne everything, and she, of course, like I said, she's in denial because she don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
He's been a man.
And but
that part right there when she said that.
yeah, he's been a man to me. It's like, what does that guy do with anything?
Oh man.
that mean he was hitting
And
that
then
spot right.
Tamika, look how they did with Aaron Hernandez. They dressed him up like they did the Menendez brothers. Put the little sweater on them. Remember the Menendez was all with them little blue sweaters. They tried to dress him up like that, trying to make him look real innocent.
He came to the court case looking stupid, man.
And the guy Chris was there in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Any thoughts about this, Tamika?
I mean, no, that's what they gotta do. It's all about perception. That's why he said have your mama that look white in the audience. It's all about making you look a certain way, but that wasn't gonna change shit. I mean,
Can we have real talk right quick? The man, if he, this, I hate to say this, man, but the times is starting to. I'm trying to scratch my head about this case. If he would have just played like he was white, because to the truth, Aaron Hernandez can pass to be a white man. If he
Right.
was, if his judge, if his other lawyer that he had, but say, you know what, we ain't gonna say people of color. We're not gonna say black and brown because technically, you know, it can be he could be decided to be black, but he could go on
Well,
his
he
white
was half
side too.
Italian. His mother's Italian. The
Yeah, but
father
they
was
never
Latino.
presented that. They could have made
that. You know what? You want to know? You want to know why that probably wouldn't have worked in his favor?
Why?
Look at all the people that was on that stand. Every last one of them, for the most part, were black or non-white. They're gonna go based off of who he was attached to. Oh, he was attached to all these black people. Your baby mama is black. Yeah, so
that's true.
And the people you unalive is black. Yeah.
black.
Well,
I mean, but that, hey, I ain't gonna say it on here, but we'll get to the doc when Moochie do the documentary. I'm gonna say it, but he could have presented himself to be white. Because think about it, in Massachusetts, you dealing with a nice little mixed crowd of Hispanics. Got your little blacks.
But B will say he don't look white at all.
He look. He could put. I mean, to me,
if you look, listen. You mean to tell me if you looked at the real Aaron Hernandez that you think that you looking at a white man?
No, he didn't look white to me. No, he looked Latino.
He looked Latino, but I would consider
he don't look
him as a white
Italian. His
Latino,
mother's
though.
Italian, but he don't look Italian.
He could be. They could say he white, like he could. I mean, Italians are white.
Well, a lot
right?
of them think they white, you know.
Yeah,
anyway, so that ain't even going down
exactly.
that rabbit hole. But a lot of them think they white.
Yeah, so I'm just saying though, like I'm just saying like his judge. I mean, not the judge, but his first lawyer kind of messed up, bro. He would have, if he would have had his second lawyer, the Puerto Rican guy, he would have got off.
I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know now.
We'll never know now because he gone.
They say he looked more Dominican or Puerto Rican.
I want to say this: Dominicans come in all type of colors, though. Kendall, like you can.
Yeah, they do. Some of them can be jet black. Some of them be real dark. Yeah.
Dominicans are more blacker than Puerto Ricans are.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans, it could be considered white, like look like Fat Joe, like. So I don't know.
Yeah. They
I
all no. I
I'm
was
no
gonna.
black.
Well,
What
I
they
was about
say,
to say
Moochie?
something, but I'm gonna close my mouth.
Hey, Moochie, what
Throw
they
away the
say
key on
what
them.
they say in Spanish, Harlem? I'm no black.
I know black. I know black. Or you black like this.
Tamika know that
Mhm.
well, don't you, Tamika? They say that all through. I'm no black. They say I'm no black. I said, okay.
They black is your shoe, you know.
Exactly.
But anyway, here so he asked the other lawyer. The other lawyer is in the community, and he asked the other
Mhm.
lawyer, just questions about it. And he said, "Look, you don't have." And and that is a misconception that if you have been, molested, that
Molested,
you're
yeah.
you're gay, or if you're gay, you've been molested, whatever. And he would explain it to him. That's not the case. It don't work like that.
Mhm.
And then he also pretty much here I think he was trying to confess to Cheyenne, but and he told her he loved her. That was pretty much his goodbye. We never saw her no more after this. I mean,
Mhm.
well, we did, but it was after he was gone,
Yeah, it was after he was gone.
Yeah,
I
but
like
he
the
didn't see her anymore.
dialogue. I like the dialogue between him and his his representative. You know what I mean? That was dope.
Mhm.
What he was saying. He basically was giving him game. Like, yo, and that's true though. Like a lot of people got to stop that because y'all get like y'all always think somebody's gay and they has been touched. That's not true. Just because the person is gay don't mean they've been touched, and that's disrespectful
I
towards
don't
them
think that.
too.
That's not me.
Me
I don't
neither though.
know.
I
Yeah.
don't do that to the people. Like that's disrespectful to them because they have not been touched. They just gay. That's
Yeah,
what it
some people
is.
just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all gotta
Some of them
stop
come out
doing
the
that.
womb like that. Yeah. So just
Yeah. Well, I
but
don't know if I come out the womb, but I'm just saying like,
no, the ones that are very feminine, some of them are feminine from little babies, little
mm,
children. So
mm,
yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Some of them, there's nothing masculine about them at all.
got you.
Yeah, on some of them. I'm talking about the very flamboyant ones.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That's some of them. You can say now they was like that from little. I was in elementary school and they was we didn't know, we didn't have all these terminologies we got now. But I remember in
Sus.
elementary school there was kids that was boys, girls, whatever that was like
Mm-hmm.
this. So that was,
Jumping rope
so
with the
that
girls and all sorts of
yeah, so that was
putting them fingernail polish and wearing their mama's shoes and stuff. Yeah, it kind of get
yeah.
like that.
So but that's not everybody. Like this guy here, just looking at him, you with this lawyer. If he was walking down the street, nobody paid no attention to him like that. They wouldn't, unless he's very flamboyant. Nobody would have been knowing anything. Oh, I think Tamika got
yeah, she just said she had to.
she got to go. Yeah, because she doing
Okay,
sisters.
okay,
All right.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay.
bye Tamika.
Bye,
Yeah,
Tamika.
she did tell us that she was gonna have to leave about 9 because she had to go
Okay,
do sisters.
okay.
Yeah. But anyway, but do y'all think that this conversation between Cheyenne and Aaron, do you think that he was trying to tell her, but she wasn't listening? He did say he loved her, and that was like a goodbye, sort of too.
He do love. He did. I'm gonna say like this. I think he really did love her though, for real, for real.
I do too.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
And
one
if he
thing is
could,
that she hung in there with him. I mean, so
she
she
did.
always
And
hung. Yeah.
if he could do it all over again, he would change his ways. It was just too late at this point.
Yeah, I think that's what he regretted with Cheyenne. Like he wished they had a chance to really live the life that they could have lived.
Well, that's what she was saying. She said, oh, well, we got some hope because we already won, she said, well, she didn't know at that particular scene. She didn't know they won the case, but she said it was looking good in their favor. She thought that they were going to go on with their life. And
I think he would have won. I think he would have. The lawyer would have knocked some. I don't think they was gonna let him out like that, but I think it would have took probably like a good 4 years, and they probably was
they
gonna
might
knock
have taken,
down.
because instead of him being a life sentence, maybe they would have taken something to shave something off, for the Odin
Yeah,
case. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So then they go to other
Yeah,
family members from the guys.
this is when he was found not guilty.
He's when he
on the
found out
charge.
guilty. Yeah. And I understand what you were saying on Detroit, but I still feel bad for the family. You know what I'm saying? If
Oh, okay.
those guys were bad guys, then
They
yeah, I guess
was.
then I guess I don't feel sorry for them. But I'm talking about the mothers, the sisters, brothers, the fathers of the people, because Odin's mother didn't have nothing to do with nothing. She was home making Haitian food. You know what I'm saying?
I feel
So
what
why
you're
not
saying,
feel
though.
sorry for them people? You know, so
I mean, that could be said about a lot of these people. I mean, like, is we gonna feel sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer's family? Like, he did people. I mean, I don't feel sorry for other
well, Jeffrey Dahmer's family, no, they was crazy. The mother was
Yeah, his
the
mother was,
father, the
yeah,
mother
man,
and the
and
father.
the mother.
Yeah, they. No, I don't feel sorry for
people.
that.
Yeah,
Okay,
his father prematurely messed him up, like
And the
got
mother
set
did
up to
too.
go
One the
through it.
mother
Yeah,
on all these medications and
all
yeah,
I
the
can
mother
say
was.
is I'm
Oh, his
praying
mother
for
was
him.
trash.
the mother
All
was
I,
trash. She left him. I mean, she left him in the house by himself and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
all
yeah,
I
that's
she
a
can
went to
say
go.
is
whole
I
nother
pray
story
for
with
him,
them.
dog.
Because she did what Miss Jerry did. She went to go to Vegas with a high roller.
Right, right. And then this is when they saying, you know, and I know we'll say alleged, but this is when they said some information came out. This lady, I guess whoever she is, some investigator or something.
Man, she
Or
remind me
report.
of Laura Ingram. She remind me of Laura
Let me
Ingram.
ask you a question
That's what she looked
though.
like.
Can y'all be real with me right quick?
Yeah.
If he was, I gotta bring. I'm sorry, I gotta bring race into it. If he was, if he was a white tight end, would they be on the radio making jokes about this guy?
I don't probably not. Like I said, this was conservative. You can tell this was
Yeah,
conservative radio. You can tell by the verbiage that they were using, even the cadence in their voice. When you listen to it, I feel like I'm listening to Fox News.
yeah. Like
Like I
they,
feel like I'm listening to Tucker Carlson or somebody when I was
me
listening
too.
to them talk. Like that's
Oh
literally the
yeah,
vibe
me
that I
too.
got from that
Or remember them
immediately.
other guys, Opie and Andy, they used to be like that too.
Or
Always
or
shot.
or or Rush Limbaugh
Yeah, they was like the
or Don
shot.
Imus.
Yeah.
I
Don
miss.
Imus. Oh
Yeah.
Lord, I
Don
remember
Imus.
him. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they
remember what
remind me of somebody like
I
that.
remember what
Yeah.
Don Imus said about them Rutgers basketball players.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
I remember more
He
stuff
called
than he was just
nasty at
that was just even a small bit of
and
stuff
didn't
he
really
should do.
even get in that much trouble. It's like people had to keep talking about it for him to get in trouble with that.
Yeah. I mean,
I just
he
got
was always doing something. That wasn't even the crust of what he did.
Hey Mooch, you know what
So
I think with Don? I think he was scared to go here, but he called him nappy headed. You know what? You know what I mean? But he really
304s.
wanted to call. He really wanted to say the N word.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was, though. And then I'm gonna say this: like these women are playing basketball. I don't think they have. I mean, they can do if they want to, but they not out there trying to look pretty. They out there trying to win basketball games, bro.
Exactly.
Adele Rivers, hey, how you doing? I don't have no issue if she was seeing somebody. Like he's locked up and he's supposed to be in there for life.
Oh yeah.
So what's she supposed to do? I mean,
I didn't. Was she seeing somebody already when he was in?
I mean, she might have. If you go on YouTube, they got a whole somebody posted all the phone calls, and you can hear the phone calls back and forth with him talking to his mother, talking to Cheyenne and all that. And it was one point where he was getting angry with her because she wasn't answering the phone or didn't call him, and she said, "Look, I'm over here going through this stuff. I'm taking care of your daughter. I ain't got time to be talking to you on no phone." I mean, she was going back and
he's
forth.
gonna call every 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's because you have nothing to do. I got a life out here. You know what I'm saying? I don't lie to nobody.
I don't remember her talking to another dude though.
I don't know if she did. I'm saying I don't.
Later,
I said no.
has another
Adele's
child.
just saying that maybe she was seeing somebody. We don't. No, I don't
who
know.
knows? The way the mother was stirring the pot.
Well, Well, Kendall said
Allegedly.
14 months after he passed, she had a second child. So maybe she was seeing somebody.
She had to have been.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
he was. Maybe she knew. Maybe they wasn't doing anything for a while because he was with
She
Okay. Well, they're saying.
with the
She
men.
said, I've been listening to them all. She ain't had to be such a bee. Just let him go. And but she couldn't probably let him go because
She didn't want
the
to
mother,
abandon him.
the mother and them. Well, she eventually was going to probably do it, but the mother and them threatened her too. You know what I'm saying?
I believe that.
Yeah, Detroit. We talked about that yesterday. The mother and the Tanya, the cousin, they threatened her. Like ride or die. I'm like,
worse when in that documentary to the point that she had no choice but to do that. I actually think they were saying if you do that, we're gonna do something to you.
they're talking about you need to be a ride or die and all that. I'm like, She been riding the dime.
That
You know what I'm saying?
she was getting it in when Hernandez was in prison though. She ended up having a kid, but you know what? I gotta
I
look at
don't
her.
blame. Yeah, she needed to move on. I agree with you, Miss T. I agree.
She needed to move on, but I need to see how she looked today though, because the girl who was playing her was looking good. I got to see how she looked today though.
She
To be
looked the
honest,
same.
She looked the same. Yeah. I saw an interview on her on YouTube somewhere. Well, he got after after everybody hear the radio thing.
Yeah, and that's when his dirty little secret got blown up.
It got blown. Yeah,
everything that he was kept low key with this. Now everybody knew, and I knew they was gonna pin back to this guy right here. He was gonna use that to his advantage.
He said, "What's up, superstar? Yeah, I heard you was a C. You know, we know the word.
Yeah,
but anyway,
you know the word.
Yeah, a soccer. A C soccer.
Yeah, they let it fire off too.
But I'm gonna call cap on that too because like my best friend, his father was incarcerated, but he's out right now. He's out now, but he was saying back when he was incarcerated for 10 years, he was saying like they kind of knew the people who was sus and everything. They were not in prison talk like that.
I mean, but they got to make it. This is TV.
I
know what I'm saying?
It's
not like we watching Oz on HBO or something like that.
Don't
Yeah,
do that now. Come on, Inga.
You know what I mean?
This is
meaning that I'm talking about the way this guy's goofy. That's what I'm saying.
No, I know that, but these guys in prison they don't care about your sexual thing because most of the guys I ain't saying no, but most of them guys in prison they sus too.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with that part. I thought you meant the way the guy was acting kind of goof. This clown, this bozo. Oh, that okay.
About how they say like he said they don't act like they don't be saying nothing like that. Like if somebody because they said they don't really care. He said 9 out of 10 if somebody is on doing like 20 years, doing 15, they not worrying about nobody if they sus or not. They worrying about how the hell they gonna come back home.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying,
they all probably getting down, so they ain't worrying about no stuff like that.
Some of them guys are sitting there smashing them women CEOs. But we ain't gonna talk about that though. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Well, I remember Mike Tyson said when he was locked up, he was smashing the female.
You want to know what I think? You know what I also think? It also you want to know also what it to me what I think like another reason why they played it off like this is because you got Aaron Hernandez who was a football player playing in the NFL, and for a lot of guys that is seen as peak masculinity. Why would you as a football player be doing that? And then you have a whole girlfriend, fiance, whatever, and you have a child. So basically you was out here living a double life. So and then of course they set it up like this because they had to make it seem like this guy's getting his get back at him. So he's going to use that.
This was Ryan Murphy doing this part. Like, I get that.
The thing is, he had heard it, but everyone else in that room, because he came from somewhere else, everyone else in that room was in there in the workout room where there was no radio, so they couldn't hear it, and he happened to hear it, and that's when he came.
And he came in and made a big old scene about it.
And made a scene about it, and that's when.
And then he goes down to go meet this dude with all the tats on his face, and get some stuff, and
he won't. And the thing is, Aaron only wanted some weed or something like that. But he said we don't have this weed. He said this lace was something.
We got some synthetic stuff or something. He said right.
Now he gave him $2K.
$2K too. That and that's kind of I'm gonna leave it alone because that's like that drug is what these young kids really take, right? But I'm not gonna even get into it. That's what them kids they really take that.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, he took it and he got so sky high, and next thing you know, he thought he was talking to his father.
Dad.
Yep. Yeah, he thought
God said he was gonna see Jesus.
Yeah, but he went in and he woke up about that bed and said, "Dad." He's like, "Dad." And
he thought he was back on the football team again.
Yep.
And he thought he could hear the cheers from the crowd, that was playing in the background. And yeah, he was really delusional at this point. So right here, he was just far gone. And it sounded like he was making peace with getting out of here,
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. Like he was
I
making
think he
peace with it.
gave up, man. I think,
Yeah,
me
he did.
honestly, he gave
I
up.
want to ask.
That is what it felt like. He felt like he gave up. He was making peace with it. He's seeing his father. He delusional that you back on the football team. He was he was
No, he was
somewhere.
weak. He was weak. He, to be honest with you, like, dog, you should have stayed strong. The lawyer was like, if this man what's her name again? I forgot this one girl's name. He got out his lawyer,
Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. That
And I don't care what nobody say. I'm not gonna say alleged. That lady threw her daughter in a trash bag and threw her in the woods and killed that little girl. Sorry, I'm sorry.
And then wait, you know he just
and I ain't gonna say no alleged. I don't care.
You know what
You
you
know.
said though, Inga? That's 10 times worse than what Aaron
Oh,
Hernandez did.
Yeah,
So
hell yeah, because this is a baby. She was only 2 or 3 years old. She ain't have no chance.
And it was your child, like the child you.
It was your own child. Yeah, that's
Also, too, like right here, what was I ready to say? I think when that stuff came out about him on the radio and him being humiliated like that, that was the end. That was it right there, because he was fine up until that point. But that right there is what did it.
I wanted to ask y'all about that though. How long do you think the time span was from that whole radio thing to where he actually took himself out?
I don't think it was that far. I'm
gonna say this though, like he didn't just, we wasn't in there for no 6 weeks, no 6 months.
I'm gonna try to find the timeline, Moochie. I'm gonna go.
I was looking.
I jumped out the rabbit hole last night. But I'm gonna jump back up in there, Torian, and I'm gonna go and find it. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna see what the timeline of all of the stuff, the unaliving of everybody, the whole thing, because it got to be a breakdown somewhere on the internet. I'm gonna find it.
They was also saying that one of the last phone
I looked it up.
calls,
I just looked it up.
Oh, be real said
it was 2 days, so it was recent. It was 2 days.
So he heard it, and then somebody got wind of it.
And 2 days later, that's when he took his life.
Me personally, I don't think he took himself out. I think somebody did it, but I don't want to get into it because YouTube. That's just my theory.
I mean, it ain't got nothing to do about YouTube. That's your opinion. That's it. Your opinion. You think that?
I always when I saw the documentary. And it was a couple of ESPN analysts. Like I think Skip Bayless said they never played that part though. They wanted to edit. Skip Bayless was basically saying he don't think Aaron Hernandez took himself out. He felt like somebody else did that. And then him and Stephen A. Smith was going there like, why we? I'm agreeing. Hey Moochie, they can call me conspiracy theorist.
I agree with you, Bill. Be well.
I don't think he took himself out. I think somebody did it.
But look at how he was hallucinating. He almost did it. He almost said he almost did it. Aaron did give up his front teeth. The bridge was falling out of prison, and the dentist told him he's out of luck. He said he'd rather do life than lose his smile. Oh.
I think he took his own life, but I understand everybody got their own different perspective, and it's not.
Well, the thing is that we know is this.
Either way, he's gone.
Either way, they found him in the position that they did. Now that is true. They found him literally like that. Like
yeah.
Like that.
I mean, he wrote the what was the scripture again, Moochie?
John 16.
Yeah, he wrote that on in blood on his forehead. Put shampoo all over the floor. So then they came in there and slipped and slide like a slip and slide. And they saw him, dangling, and that was it. So but he was locked up in the room. So unless it's a CEO or somebody who
he's in the room by himself that locks from the outside.
Yeah. So I mean, unless it's something like they did on Power when Drew came in there and choked the dude out. So unless it's something like that happened, I don't know. I guess we'll never know the real truth.
We ain't gonna never know.
Yeah,
and this is part right here when they find out that he's gone.
Yeah, and the mother did not. Once again, she making it about her being selfish. I don't want to find out what really was going on with your son. And let's go and get him examined, his brain. I don't want anybody. I don't cutting into my son. And I mean, you wasn't even taking care of your son. Okay, he was down the street with Tanya all the time. He wasn't even there, just this lady, gosh, she gets on my nerve.
She should, to be honest with you, she the worst type of mother to have, though. Now, I'm gonna say this, man. Ain't y'all blessed that y'all had a great mother? I love my mother, man.
I love my
I
mother.
love my mother.
I
And
love
that's what
mine too.
every time, if
Mhm.
y'all, I'm gonna say this, if y'all mothers are still alive, people who listening, if y'all have a disagreement, that disagreement don't mean nothing because once they gone, they
Mhm.
gone. Like my best friend is for his mother is no longer here. He got to he gonna have to celebrate his first year celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving without his mother. So if y'all sitting there arguing, beefing with your mom, it's not really worth it. Go over to your mother's house, give her a hug and kiss, and spend some time with her. Because
Yeah,
when they gone,
but that okay.
and I'm just
I
saying
agree
that
with
because
you. I'm not going to disagree with you. I agree
okay,
with you on that. But you cannot put that blanket statement because everybody didn't have a good mother like you apparently have a
oh for
great
sure.
mother.
That's why I said it's
There's a
always
lot of
good to have a
people
great mother.
that have, and I even got some family members who are trash mothers and trash fathers. I mean, and I'm speaking in my own family. So everybody, just because somebody even give birth, like this woman here,
She's a womb
this
carrier.
this actress did a wonderful job portraying that mother. Because when you look at documentaries and other stuff on this mother, she looked and acted just, this lady played her to a T with that dumb haircut and always got her mouth all twisted around. And I mean, she just works on my nerve. But just because all she did was just carry the child, she did not really. I mean, I don't know. We didn't see every little thing, but like you said, they did rush through this. But from what we see, she was not a good parent.
Nah.
Yeah, she just really
She's
Yeah.
out for self.
Yeah,
But
so
I wanted to
I
ask you
agree
this
with you though. If you got a great mother, you definitely need to, and a great father, you definitely need to show them, the love and respect that they
Because
deserve.
no father and mother is perfect though. Like we like no father mothers
No, but it's
don't be
different
right
between
about
being
everything.
perfect or being perfect. Somebody just being horrible. There's people that's horrible. There's people that's just, they shouldn't have. I know you turn on your local news and you see and hear people doing stuff in your own town, and you probably say, "Why would they do that? That's their child." Just some people just don't love their kids. Some people just, I don't even know how to put it, the kind of way that some people just not parental people. They just shouldn't have kids. Everybody shouldn't have kids. But unfortunately, any and everybody can have kids, whether you're a good parent or not. So, I mean, that's unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, she's so worried about how it looked to her, like how people gonna feel and look. They already looking at you as bad. They already looking at the whole family as bad. So
She didn't think about that when she stood up there and fought with the cousin in the middle of his basketball game. She's just trash.
no.
Yeah, and so in this part right here, these are of course real clips. That's Max Kellerman and
Oh
I
God!
feel like
Stephen A. Smith.
yeah, him. And I gotta axe the ground with him next week. Y'all will see it. And then of course the
I
actor,
can't wait.
and the was she's Inga.
Oh, I actually hit the thing. Go ahead. Go ahead back to.
And then of course they got the actor that plays Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick, he trashed. He trashed.
Because this was the part, right? Because I don't know if you have the picture for that, but this was actually the part where they were discussing when this is after they cut Aaron's head open to get them remove the brain. They take the brain and then they weigh it, and then they have the person they slice into it and they examine it, and then that's when they realize and they compare a good brain to his brain. They said this was one of the worst CTE cases they had ever seen in their life. They said his brain was actually shrinking. Like it wasn't the normal. Like it wasn't the normal.
They say he wouldn't have been able to. He was. They said the next few years he probably would have died anyway.
No, I don't think they said he would have died, but they said he would have been in a permanent impaired state.
If almost like play football again. If you would play football,
almost like
no. I don't even think about football. I'm talking about living.
Football, no, just
living.
Even
football.
Even because the thing is, it was already too far gone. Even if he had retired, by that time, they said even though with that in 10 years. He would have been almost in a vegetable state. Like he would have been.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They said thank you. I saw many things. They said, and I ain't talking about this TV show. I've been doing some digging around. They said his brain was like Swiss cheese.
But
Dang.
another
No,
thing
Yeah,
they
it
was
was holes
saying,
all in the brain. It was holes all
And
in it.
and
it
that
showed
his
it. And it
skull,
showed it too.
they were saying that his skull was paper thin. If he would have took another blow, there's a chance his skull could have been fractured.
he was boy. Sheesh.
And that's why they was asking Bill
Oh,
Belichick.
no.
They was asking him about the CTE. Like they
He
was bringing
said,
that
"Well,
up.
look, I'm not the medical person. I don't have nothing to do with it."
He said, go talk to some. He said, go talk to somebody on the medical staff.
He would have been in pain, even if I think he wouldn't. They didn't use the words Torian, but I think he wouldn't have lived. If a couple of more 5 or 10 more years, he would have died.
Like I said, he would have been like Mama Cobb. And this is the last part right here.
He would have been a mess. And it looked like she must have. Did she lose everything? Because she ain't working in the nail shop now, doing nails.
Well, I
She
know
got
she
a portion.
lost the house because she couldn't pay. She didn't pay the taxes on
Remember
it.
her and Aaron weren't married, so like it's not like she was getting any like financials from that. Everything was going to their daughter.
She went back. She was back in that raggedy car. And then she looked over and saw the little kids. Some little kids playing football, and then that's how it started. He been playing since that little age, like that.
She got that little car, but she got money. She end up getting money because he passed. I mean, he ended up unaliving himself allegedly.
But what money she getting? The money is for the child. She wasn't married.
But she's the mother though.
And she was taking money.
Right.
But that money.
She was taking money that wasn't entitled to her. It
wasn't entitled to her. It wasn't entitled to her. It was supposed if you pass away and you got children, the money is supposed to go to the children, and the mother is spending it and doing all kinds of stuff for herself. That's
like
not
child
right.
Support. Then that's what these women be doing for child support. The child support is not for the mother; it's for the kid. But guess what? The mother take half of it and pay bills. And supposed to give their son the money, right?
That's what happened with.
Wait a minute, listen to this, y'all. Hold on.
Of Aaron Hernandez, and you won't hear one from me.
My heart goes out to loved ones whose lives were impacted by the transgressions of Aaron Hernandez. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever.
Some people will say, yeah, but look what he did. No, but he's still a son. He's still a father. He's still a man that's been in society, and I just hope we all can learn from it.
I would have been duped by this. I would have closed my eyes in the gladiator sport of football and plunged with a 5-year commitment because football-wise, he had been nothing but exemplary.
Y'all did say that this gladiator sport. I mean, one of y'all just said that.
I said that it is. Boxing is too.
And
the same thing because whatchamacallit's ex-wife did the same thing. Lorenzen Wright, his wife did the same thing, and we know she was behind him getting taken out with, and the money was supposed to be going to their kids, but she was out there spending the money. That was one of my true crimes. That was one of my true crime Sundays. They said that Lorenzen Wright's wife was left a $1 million insurance policy. She blew through that $1 million within the year that she got the check. They said when they pulled up all the receipts, they saw all the stuff that she bought, and only the small minuscule part of what was spent went to the kids. Most of it went to her lifestyle, clothes, jewelry, cars, vacations. She blew through all of it within a year. And that's when the red flags went up and said, okay, we need to look into her because of the way she blew through this money. If she didn't do that, she probably would have been able to get away with what she did. But her greed is what got her caught up.
We missed one point. We missed one thing. We missed his auntie that had cancer. She ended up going to jail. They let her, but they ended up letting her out though.
Oh, well, they didn't show that in the show.
They didn't even show it.
Testify. They didn't testify, but she came and seen them though.
Yeah, we showed that. I showed the clip. But we didn't. But they didn't. The show didn't show us her going to prison, jail, or whatever it was. They didn't show anything. They didn't show her testifying either.
The only time it showed her going to jail was when she was going to visit Aaron. That was it.
I want to ask y'all this question: do you think that his cousin knew that he was like that? Because she mentions it to Cheyenne. Do you think he knew that he was like, messing with guys too?
I think the cousin knew personally, but I think the cousin. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know Detroit said that it didn't happen, but I know that but I think it, I think it did, but I don't know. Allegedly, we say allegedly.
Like what you talking about? That he was sus?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I'm gonna say that I'm about 80, maybe 85 that he was. I'm not gonna debate that with you, but I'm gonna disagree with you on this, Inga, that her his prison boyfriend, that's not a thing. That was a myth and it never happened. That's just something to make the man name look bad again. They just putting dirt on him. He already got enough dirt on him, like, bro, it never happened.
Okay, so what the little video we just saw, that little less than 30-second video, that when Max and Stephen A. And
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, Skip Bayless and all that, when they was talking, saying, well, Stephen A. said, I don't have no sympathy for him. What y'all feel about their thoughts?
Stephen A. defends a lot of the indefensible, so I'm actually surprised that he did say that. I'm not surprised. This is the same guy that defended that Jim Crow picture of Jerry Jones. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, he did, and I didn't. Yeah,
I'm not surprised that when OJ passed away. He
said nasty stuff about OJ.
He said nasty thing about OJ. So I'm not surprised. He still said.
Hey, Detroit. This is how you know that's how you know Aaron Hernandez wasn't white.
That's true.
That's true, because every time there's a black person, or I guess you want to say a person of color, do something, Stephen A. is always against them. He's never for them.
No more.
I'll
tell you backstage. I don't believe. I can't wait till Moochie touring available. We got to do trending topics, man, because I got a lot to say about the election and everything that need to be said. Honestly,
I really don't want to touch on that.
I'm over it.
Yeah,
I got all that.
See what's going to happen. So,
but the only reason why I kind of don't want to talk about the election, even though I got some strong thoughts too, but and it's not, it's not what you might think it is. I got strong thoughts too, but I just don't even want to open up them. That I don't feel like getting into no argument with nobody. I feel like everybody got their opinion.
I'm not going to talk about who the president elect. I'm talking about the people that blame black man for not. I mean, that try to sit there like we.
I already spoke about that.
Look, they say like 80% of black men did vote for Kamala. So
they did.
So why were they trying to say the black man wasn't supporting?
They just be lying about everything.
They need that's something to talk about. But I checked them like at the week before the election. I went on a whole political blitz talking about that. That's why I said I got that all out of my system.
I'm good on that.
I'm over. This had to be one of the most draining election cycles I have ever witnessed in my life. I told people I wish I could have hopped in a time machine back to 1995 and relived the OJ case all over again, just to not have to deal with this draining election cycle. That's how much I'm over.
I love that OJ case. I love that case.
Yeah, you better.
I never get tired of the OJ case.
I had classic shows about all of that. Man, listen, what a time that was about 2 weeks ago. I'm glad it's over. Let it stay there.
But
throw that election into the inferno, Inga.
I wonder. That's burning. That's burning. I want to ask y'all about another true crime person, sports person. Did anybody talk about the what's the guy name? The one down at Ray Caruth or whatever his name was.
Ray Caruth.
Yes.
He's on the list, Inga. Has
anybody talked about? Because I like to talk about that case.
He's on the list.
Definitely, he in the flames too. I got him on the list. Like I have him on the list. He's somewhere on the list, but he's gonna end up on my True Crime Sunday sometime.
Yeah, he out now. He's been out for a while.
Yeah, but I still can't stand him. I don't,
he is out. The last time I heard about it was when they was asking or trying to see will he be able to see his son. No, he can't see his son.
I don't ever want him. I don't ever want that boy to see him.
You took out his mother because you didn't want him to have the child, and because she wouldn't get an abortion, so what do? You shoot her in the stomach, taking her out, and almost taking out your child who now is permanently impaired.
Right.
Mhm.
And the grandmother taking care of him, right?
Yeah, the
Right.
grandma,
The
but
grandmother's
she
taking care of
forgave him
him.
though. They was corresponding.
Oh please,
His child doesn't even know him, and it's fine that he doesn't. He could pass him.
Let
on the
me know
street,
when
he
you
wouldn't
do
even know
that
who he
one.
is.
Nah, she
Yeah,
mentions him. She mentions him to him because she was like, "You can run fast like your daddy." The grandmother was saying that. I saw.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
I
while.
want to say
get
it was on HBO. You know, I don't know if it was Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. They had a
yeah, I saw that too. That was a while
visit.
ago. I mean, but what's going on as of today? Like recent? Is she still in contact with him? Because that was a little while.
That was
I
the
don't
last.
know.
That thing that I talked about. I just mentioned that was the.
I
last
know he
time
reached
I heard
out, and I
about him.
think she said no.
Yeah, they don't need to be.
Chris Benoit's another one.
Yeah, they don't need to be in no contact. No, he
Chris
don't care nothing
Benoit's
about
on the
that
list too,
child.
RC. Chris Benoit's on the list too.
Yeah, we talked about him last night too.
Yeah, Dale, we talked about the Menendez.
Oh Lord, yeah, Lord. I don't know. They about to, I guess I'll talk about them when they get out of prison because they're gonna probably be out by Christmas.
Inga, wasn't your favorite character on the show Judah Line?
Oh, that crazy lady. Yeah, that crazy lady. I'll talk about them again when they do. I'll do a little a breaking news live when they get out of prison. Then I come on talk about it. I mean, I think they should stay locked up personally, but that's my opinion, you know. So I know a lot of people didn't agree with me. Yeah, they say about Thanksgiving, which that's about 2 or 3 weeks. So
speaking of another person they said is up for parole, but I hope they revoked it, with Susan Smith.
Oh no, she needs to stay She needs to stay locked up too. Yeah, there's just some people who don't never need to hit the street.
Another one they said is up for parole next year, I think. But they probably gonna make her sure she stay locked up, because if she get out, this person's fans gonna go after her, and that's Yolanda Saldivar.
Oh,
no!
Get out.
Her parole is next year.
Because she was asking if she could
she was
trying to get out early. She was trying to get out early.
Her parole is 30 years, and it will be 30 years next year.
Yeah, she's trying to get out, but I don't want her to.
I said she better stay there, because them Selena fans ain't playing with her.
No, and I like Selena. I don't want her.
They're gonna be right there. They're gonna be right there waiting at the jail for her if she step outside of that.
No, she can get the hell on too. She's another one going this fire. The hell with her. Yeah, no, she's another one. It's so many people that could go in the fire. Oh, it's so many people. It's so many people. We just be throwing people in there every day. So yeah, that's it on the Aaron. But we're not done with Aaron. We're gonna still talk more about it. We're gonna pick apart the documentaries, and we'll get. I don't know when Moochie will be up to doing it, because she got a lot going on. But it ain't gonna be never too late, even if it's in a couple of weeks or whatever. We'll get it. But we're not done with him. But the story, y'all, is sad. There's no winners. Everybody lost in some shape, form, or fashion. It's just a bad story all the way around. And if I was Cheyenne, I would not even be still living in Connecticut. I would have been packed up and left. Take my baby and gone to another state somewhere.
Baby,
I wouldn't still be living there.
Yeah, because she got 2 daughters now. They that girl is still his daughter's 12.
I wouldn't even be staying living in Connecticut though. I ain't be walking down the street and having people yell killer and all that stuff. And
and if she had the other daughter, because I think she was born in 2012, and they said that she had the second child 14 months after after Aaron Hernandez passed, and that was in 2017. So 14 months. So you're talking about 2018 when she had the second daughter. So yeah, the other daughter might be 6.
Yeah,
12 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hopefully she. I mean, yeah, she probably was spending up the money. I did hear many people saying that she was spending, but they said that she just went to court not that long ago, about a year ago, or something, and they put the rest of the money in a trust because she was just spending. So that's the money should be in a trust for the little girl when she turned 21, and then that way she'll have something. Yeah, So you can't just be spending up all the money like that. Unfortunately, you need to go back and keep working at the nail salon doing nails and pay your bills.
Who was that? Who working at the hair salon?
We're at the end of this thing. When she working at a nail salon?
It looked like she was working there and looked like she had her own.
Because she said, "Oh, I see you tomorrow. I got to go pick up Ava, whatever the
That
child
woman
is."
ain't about worked at no nail. That woman got that bread and got her because what her house they had? What she did? They sold that.
Yeah,
They
she
had
lost
to get that. She
her
couldn't
house.
pay that house. Remember that the money
She
could've
paid the
sold
taxes
it.
on it.
yeah, the money got cut off. She ain't had no more money like that. So I ain't gonna
Her
say she
ride on
was
either
pouring
street.
broke, but I ain't gonna say she was pouring broke, but she had all the money that they had at first.
She should have learned how to do crypto.
She better get her OnlyFans. Say no, let me
Oh,
stop.
stop.
Dang. Who's to say she
I'm
ain't
just
got
messing
one?
with you. I'm just messing, but anyway, that's that on that. I'm glad we got through it, and but we'll talk about some other true crime things, especially the sport. I was saying this yesterday, Detroit. I like the sports stories, even
That's
if
like
I don't watch a certain sport. But like if it's a good story, I like watching the sports stories, documentaries and stuff on sports. So Netflix has some good ones, and I used to always watch 30 for 30s. Those were always good. So I said, didn't the Odom family sue the state? Yeah, I think we talked about that yesterday. Somebody said, forgot who said it yesterday, that the Odom family got like $1 million or something from the state.
Oh, okay.
I think somebody said it yesterday. Even $1 million ain't that much money because by the time you pay taxes, you get way less than that. So they should have got way more than $1 million. But I know that people are saying that he probably would have gotten off too, like Detroit mentioned, because of the fact that there was the weapon and all that wasn't found. But it's just all these other things that led up to it, though. Like he really pretty much left a trail for them to arrest him.
Yeah,
he did.
Yeah, he didn't hide nothing. What's her name? The cousin Tanya. She still had the truck in her garage from the first unaliving. I mean, he just was all over the place, And Tori, you made this mention last night. You said that first they made us love Aaron or feel sorry for him. Then we hated him with those unalivings. Then at the end, now it seems like they trying to make us feel sorry for him with the CTE. So it's like a whole bunch of emotions.
It's almost like when you think about when we watch Penguin, it goes the same type of way. Like you kind of like him, but then when he does what he does, especially to the Vic character, which I'm sure y'all are definitely talking about tomorrow.
Yeah,
then it's like, man, listen, the amount of people I saw online talking about, all right, we see the bat signal in the sky. We need you to come up off of Catwoman's kitty cat and get this man, because we know you out there. We know you out there rolling in the kitty litter with her. You need to come and get this dude. What he did, he was out there saying justice for Vic, and then you see Detroit. He says R.I.P. Vic, and with the two tears emojis right next to it.
I see it. And
that
was horrible. That was horrible.
And not only that,
I'm
but
gonna get into it tomorrow.
But not only that, what he did to his mother, though.
And the mother
didn't want to live like that.
No, she said that. Yeah, she said that. Yeah. She said that.
But either way, that show is, and I told you, Inga, in the Discord, 10 season, 10 finale, just 10 across the board for me.
Yes, I agree. I'm not even into this show was perfect for a person like me because I'm not a comic book person. So for me to love it, and I don't care nothing about Batman. To me, this was perfect. We didn't even need to see anything with Batman. This was his story, and they did a fabulous job with this. Now, when the next Batman come, I'll check it out to see what more.
2026.
26. Okay, I'll check it out. But I think that they could do definitely a part 2 to Penguin.
Well, they did say that I read somewhere that Matt Reeves did say there is a possible potential that they will do a season 2 for Penguin, mainly because of how well received the show was. Everyone's demanding that they do a season 2. And if they do a season 2, it'll most likely happen maybe like in 2027.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
It won't
Have
be.
they?
Yeah, it would have to be 2027 because
The Batman
the
comes out in
yeah,
2026.
yeah, because the HBO right now lined up to have a nicer 2025. They lined up real good.
Oh yeah, I saw some upcoming trailer for all the new stuff, documentaries and
Oh yeah,
shows. Some of that. I said that you're gonna be.
yeah.
I said okay, we're gonna be
Listen.
rolling in 2025
Oh,
with all the stuff
listen,
now.
exactly, because you're gonna have The Last of Us season 2. Listen, The Last of Us was one of my favorite shows last year, so I can't wait for season 2, and it's coming out next year. They didn't say when, but it is coming out next year.
I suspect March.
Probably because the first season was in January, but I don't think it's coming out in January. So we'll see when it happens. Also, I think that I don't know if it's coming out next year or not. Hopefully it does. But the last season of Euphoria.
Oh yeah, they about to be back filming in January.
Oh
8th.
Lord, that show ain't done.
I want to see how that's gonna be.
Yeah, this is the
They
last
too grown.
season.
They too old now to be teenagers.
That guy, one of them passed
Yeah,
away,
yeah,
so I
yeah,
want
the
to
one
see
that-
how
the
they
one
gonna
that
spin
played
all of
Fez.
this.
Yeah.
And yes,
And also-
Kendall, we're gonna talk about
Oh, yeah,
Cross.
Cross-
We just
Cross
got
on,
get the figure things out, but we're gonna definitely talk about Cross.
and
Yeah.
also Detroit on Netflix next year, the last season of one of the best shows ever, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, that come out in May. What else come out? Dang, what else come out? I'm trying to think. Like they got an It spinoff. I know y'all don't like.
Oh no, I'm watching that. Oh, I saw the
Okay.
trailer for that,
Yeah.
and I'm watching that.
What?
Yeah,
Kendall,
I'm watching that.
will you be watching that? I gotta mess with Kendall right quick.
I don't like a whole lot of horror, but I did like it. The It thing. I did like that, even though I can't stand clowns, but I did like that.
I don't like to watch that in here by myself. I gotta watch it in the day.
I remember the original movie. That
original
one,
was cool.
I like the original. I like the original one, and then of course, the spinoffs been these remakes been good.
When he turned into the spider, that kind of scarred me a little bit.
That's why I don't deal with no clowns. I don't like clowns. Yeah, but no, I definitely EJ say watch it with the lights on, Moochie.
I'm gonna say this: Lioness season 2 is off to a great start, everybody. So if you ain't watching, y'all missing out, man.
That's what everybody keeps saying. That's what everybody's saying.
And even though I haven't watched this show yet, but everybody loves it. Squid Game season 2.
Oh, I can't wait for that. I'm waiting for that one. That's the first one. Oh my God, it was good. I should go back and rewatch the first one again.
When did that come on?
I'm gonna be
after
on December 26th.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't got nothing going
3
on. I'm
o'clock
gonna lay
in the
right in the
morning,
bed.
Eastern Standard Time, Tori.
I'm gonna lay
there.
right in the bed and watch it. I ain't got nothing going on. Yeah, because Santa Claus would have already came and delivered all my packages. So I'll sit lay right there and watch that. Yeah, Squid Game was so good. I'm about to go back and watch it.
You know what? I might, just sit down one day and just have the nerve to actually watch it because everyone said how good Squid Games was.
I didn't think I was gonna like it. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
That's what I said. A lot of people.
It looked stupid. I didn't think I was gonna like it.
But then they watched it and ended up loving it. So
I got hooked.
I'm gonna just sit there and because I kept having people say red light, green light. I'm like, what? Why do people keep mentioning
you gotta watch it. You gonna get hooked.
Oh, I'm gonna sit.
After
The
one
first season
episode,
was fire, man.
I watched it and I watched the reality one too.
Oh, I didn't watch the reality one. I didn't look at that one.
Man,
The reality one was good, but I heard it took I don't even know if the lady ever got paid because they were saying it was taking a while for her to get paid and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Well, I know they wasn't unaliving people like they was on the show.
No, you just walk. You just got eliminated.
Oh yeah. Okay. I didn't see the game, but that was so crazy.
And the thing is, the show became like a global phenomenon almost overnight.
It
was everywhere. But another show that's coming out next year that I like, Wednesday.
That's on Netflix, right?
That's on Netflix. That's coming out next year. Wednesday season 2.
I saw that.
The first season was so good. If y'all like Addams Family, but if you like the Wednesday character because she's always a fan favorite,
that was good.
Watch that. That was I didn't
watch it.
You should watch it. I think you'll like it. It's funny as hell. Like,
Because I mean, I remember the Adams Family. Just I used to watch the TV show as a kid and everything. But
did you see the movies?
I think I saw one of the movies. But I'm not like a person that just watch all the. I don't look at everything. I watch. If y'all give me good recommendations, then I'll check them out. Because a lot of these things I watch because y'all. I wouldn't even look at Penguin until one of y'all said watch it. So.
Who would have thought that show would have made you feel bad for a hand, a whole hand?
Okay, I'll check it out. Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff coming up for 2025. So, look like we'll be back cooking. Look like I know we're taking a little break now, but we'll be back cooking in the new year because we got Raising Canaan coming back and all this stuff. It's a lot of stuff.
That probably won't be. That's not coming on this year. That probably be. That's also, coming on like in Raising Canaan around March or February, I heard.
And also Detroit, one of your favorite shows, P-Valley.
Oh man, I'm not watching that.
We ain't watching that. Don't even start that. Don't get him started.
One time I did get Detroit in a trick bag. I said, okay, Detroit, what would you rather do? Would you rather watch the next season of P-Valley or wear a pair of corduroys?
I'll probably have to watch some corduroys.
He had to put the corduroys on, yeah. Look, if he up in Michigan, them corduroys will keep you warm. Now it's cold up there. Your corduroys will keep you warm. So yeah, put them on with some Timberlands on.
Like deem those pants as not being cool.
They ain't cool to me because they look bad, man. They look like no, mama.
I ain't had no corduroys in a long time.
We don't know, but it's just a curious question. Like
I remember I went to the I think it was the thrift store. No, what did I know? It was a K&G. It was near Baltimore, and I was in there and I saw a pair of corduroys in the store. I took a picture of it and tagged Detroit.
But I do see corduroy jackets and stuff like that sometimes, but I haven't seen nobody wearing the pants in a long time. So, well,
I said corduroys are like sweaters for your legs.
Mm-hmm. Right. They keep you warm. So other than that, I got the Penguin going on tomorrow, and then other than that, after tomorrow, I ain't gonna have nothing going on right now. Anything for you, Moochie?
Nothing right now.
Yeah, you got stuff going on. Detroit, what you got coming? Because you always dropping some videos. What you got going on?
I'm gonna be on here with y'all tomorrow. Though I gotta go back and watch episode 6 of the Penguin because I swear I can't remember all that. Only thing I can remember is 7 and 8, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna try my best to remember 6.
Listen, I don't be remembering nothing. I ain't having a whole bunch of pictures. We just gonna try to just talk what we can and remember what we can. Okay. I'm gonna go back and rewatch it too, just to freshen my brain up too. Be honest with you, because because I don't remember that. Tulsa King, the finale.
They've been fire, man. They've been
these last 2 episodes been good. The last 2 really been good.
Oh, also shout out to those who watch and review the show Reasonable Doubt, because I heard that it got renewed for a 3rd season.
Yes,
congratulations to them.
Yes, because Hulu is always counseling the black stuff on there. So I'm glad that
they give yourselves a bow. Y'all are the ones that y'all keeping the lights on over there.
I was gonna go over there and start protesting over there in Hulu.
They need to be protesting that.
I'm mad that they canceled Black Cake.
Mm-hmm. Well, they canceled that before he even got started.
We ain't supposed to do a 2nd season to that.
Mm-hmm. We gotta get Bel Air to get renewal because it ain't got renewal yet.
Yeah, see, that's enough. See, no. And they need to do another. They need to do another show like they did with Fight Night, something like, because that thing was so good. That we need something another.
They got a survey at Peacock. I had did the survey. They asked you what type of content that you want on their network. Like I put like more urban shows on there. You got to get more urban shows on the app, man. Let's get these black shows on these on
Now
these
they do
streaming
got the
services.
Peacock got a lot of good true crime stuff. If you're into true
Yeah,
crime, they got a lot of good true crime stuff. But it's not enough black content on there.
at all.
That I agree with. Yeah. Yeah, they got to do
It
better
ain't
with
no
that.
HBO neither.
Well, I know what I.
Yeah, HBO would
I know
counsel your stuff in a heartbeat too if you black.
Fact.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
Mhm.
But I know
Yep.
what I'll be watching tomorrow because the first season of Cross comes on tomorrow on Amazon, and not only the first season of that, but
Oh, yeah.
when they dropped the teaser for Cross back in June, they already had the show renewed for season 2. So you talking
Okay,
about
wait a minute. Let me ask you this before you go on about Cross. Are they dropping all of the episodes at one time?
Amazon normally don't do that. They only drop like
see.
one.
Let me
like
see.
two.
Because
So what is dropping at
a rumor
midnight?
going
or-
around. Tamika kept telling me there's a rumor going around that all the episodes are going to drop.
At
She
three-
said
they-
She said
at-
MODOT said it, or somebody said it.
Yeah,
At
they
3 o'clock in the
said
morning.
they all drop. They all dropping at 8. All dropping all 8 episodes at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All 8 episodes.
Okay, all right. So God know, yeah, we're gonna probably do like two at a time.
They haven't done
and
any.
stretch it out.
They haven't done. I don't think they've done it like that since the first season of The Boys. Because I remember the first season of The Boys, they did that, and then when it came back for a second season, they did them weekly. So they'll probably drop them like this, and then when they do season 2, they'll drop them weekly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So this isn't the first time Amazon has done that. So yeah.
Yeah. I know that. I know we're gonna do it. I don't know if we're gonna start this week or not. I think we might do it on Sundays, but I'll let everybody know.
Watching it though. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I mean, come on at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll watch it tomorrow.
Yeah. So I don't know if we're gonna start this week or skip and then do the next week. I don't know.
I might do like 2 episodes a day because I can't bring myself to binge every single episode because you gotta literally like have a clear day if you're gonna do that. You talking about 8? You talking about 8 hours? That's a whole work day.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, because like Tamika does it because she be up all night long, and so she just sits and watches. But I have to probably watch.
I never do that.
I only did. You know what? The last time
I can do it on some things, but I probably won't for this because especially if I'm reviewing it, I need to be able to. If I binge watch the whole thing, then I'm gonna forget half the stuff that happened, and I ain't gonna remember nobody's name or nothing. So
the last time I think I binge watched the show was probably Luke Cage, and that was back when Netflix was doing 13 episode seasons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Netflix don't even do that no more.
They don't. They cap it off at like 8 episodes.
8, 10 at the very most. At the very most. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
also it's another news. The creator of Supercell says that they are currently now filming season 2 of Supercell because they got announced they got a season 2 a couple months ago, but now they said the creator is saying that they are now currently in production.
Where are they filming it, in London?
Yeah.
Okay. Moochie, didn't you review that? The first one?
We all talked about it.
We talked about it.
Me, Moochie, Tamika, and Mo. We did a live about it. Another fantastic show. The only con I had was it was only 6 episodes. I said, let's see if we can get it to at least 8. If we're lucky, 10 for season 2 because that show was so good. That was a really good show.
Yeah, I gotta watch Vince Staples show too. That joint was good.
Oh, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. The Vince Staples show. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, that's coming back. Yeah, they renewed that too. So there's gonna be a lot of TV, y'all, for 2025. So we'll have to see. Now, we can't review every single thing. So some things we just have to watch for enjoyment because we ain't gonna be able to talk about everything. It's just too much, but we'll do what we can. And that's that on that, y'all. Anything anybody got to add before we get out of here?
I'm gonna be talking about that deleter Daniel Penny tomorrow. That there was a interesting dent put into his case that's gonna hurt him. Thank God. Y'all know who that is, right?
Daniel, who is it again?
Daniel Penny. He was the guy that put that guy in the chokehold on the train last year.
Oh, okay.
York.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about.
So apparently a witness that was there lied or admitted that he lied that he was helping him. So that actually puts a dent in his case. So because the trial is underway right now. The trial been going on for maybe about 2 weeks now, I'm assuming. So one of their key quote unquote witnesses said that he lied about something. I'm gonna go into the detail about that tomorrow. Then you got them fools up in there saying that Trump need to give him a pardon. I said, you dummies, he can't do that because that's not a federal charge, it's a state charge. So you need to go talk to the governor, and good luck with that.
He can't give no pardons. I don't think
right now, because he can't do it as a president elect. So which can you do by the time he get in the office, the trial is gonna be done.
It should have been no man. He right. They don't know. They don't know about law, man.
That's what I got. That's what gonna be talking about tomorrow. And of course, I'll be watching maybe the first 2 episodes of Cross.
Yeah. We'll get it all set up with Cross, and whoever can join. But we so I don't know if it'll be this week. May have to wait till next week, but we'll see. I'm gonna check with Tamika too. So we will see, but we're definitely gonna be talking about Cross. That's probably the next thing that's gonna be coming up. But that's all for tonight, y'all. I ain't got no more. So y'all, thank everybody for coming out. We really appreciate it. This was a great series, and we will continue with some more Aaron Hernandez stuff, and then some other, true crime stories. And it ain't gonna end because there's always some bad people to talk about. So it's never gonna end with the true crime. It's never gonna end. That's a genre that we can go on and on and on. So, but anyway, y'all, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, do all the things that y'all do. We sure appreciate y'all, and y'all have a good night.